Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. Yeah, it's been 3 days. I did 2 days worth of art shows that beat me to like they usually do. And yesterday I rested. So, welcome to Getting to Know Me. Speaking of getting to know things, right? Let's talk about what's going on. We're at what? 63, 65, 100 ETH. Now, you know how I am with math and numbers and dates and stuff. So, bottom line is we're down. We're down well over 50% of ETH. I can say that definitively. And what this means is essentially there's proof happening right now. There's proof of like validity in my book. You know, the reason we're having such a hard time is twofold. I'll speak to the most significant one that really kind of unsettles me, that I haven't been honest with you about. But the first one is people see economics as kind of like a religion, or a science more specifically. And this is the way economists want us to think and believe. You know, this whole idea of Keynesians and Hayeks and what are the ones, people that believe in commodity-based money, like the Mises Institute, I can't remember. Anyways, and then there's people that are monetarists, like the people that are in charge, that believe money is just a means by which to keep production and through interest rates, and they convolute things so much so that when shit hits the fans, the people that are in charge, they can say, well, who could have seen that coming? See, and this is a problem, because you and me and the rest of most of the normal world outside of like these huge debits and credits worlds, is we're based in you know, what I have and what I need to give, and basic economics, like where I have this much money in the bank, basic balance sheets. You know, that's how 99% of the world works. It's the 1% of the world that takes what little we have and makes these empty promises and turns it into this convoluted science. And on behalf of this education that we've had, we're on an uphill battle with proof of contracts or proof of weak hands right now, because people instantly see that it's a scam, because in their head they believe in a religion, they believe in a cult, they believe in Scientology, they believe in Catholicism, they believe in Buddhism, they believe in something that they can't feel, touch, taste, or smell, or hear. And in the math of the proof of contract, P3D, proof of weak hands, it's just going to take time. And I think the developers, and I think everybody that's really high up there wants it to go down to like 2,000 ETH in the contract, or like 1. Get it down to as low as it possibly can. Get everybody to sell. Why? Because it's not going away. The math will prove that this, you know, there's going to be a light bulb moment in anybody that's had any common sense in their understanding of how to function in the world, that, you know, I make this much money, I owe this much money, I need to have this much more money set aside so that when I pay the money, just in case something else happens, I got something, right? This is how we think in every day, right? But when it comes to having, you know, the extra, you know, this is where the science and the theft and everything comes into play. And I hope I'm making sense, because I haven't been doing that a lot lately, apparently, to people. So there's this economics thing where we have this group the huge group think that's happening, where people see economics as a science and not as like basic math. And then there's this proof of contract and how the world works for 99% of it, where it's like, look, I need this much to have this much, to have what I need. I need this much money to have what I need, and I'm going to base my expenditure and my savings on that, rather than taking, you know, this essentially casino aspect of science, of economics, versus like, you know, basic what I earn and what I need to pay. That being said, that's what I believe the developers and most of the people were looking for. And what I've done is like what Adam Hole has done. If you want to know what I've done, I pretty much did what he did. I'm not proud of myself. But, you know, look, I'm an artist. I'm a starving artist. Like, use my Masternode. I'm not starving. I mean, I'm not, but I'm not making a lot, and I need what I have, right? Like he says. That being said, the last thing I want to make a point of why we're going to have a little bit of a problem, which is probably another thing why the developers did it, is you know, essentially 232, we pretty much gave the whole community VD. You and I got to sleep with Kim Kardashian, man. We got some, right? But then, you know, because the whole Ethereum University has just a limited number of toilets, when we all sit down, now that we've all used those toilets or wallets or whatever, everybody now has the venereal disease. So everybody, when they piss, they, you know, they feel it, you know, because of the 232. Now, I don't, you know, maybe that's a good way to market in the future, but, you know, I don't know anybody who's gone viral because they've hurt the actual people that they're trying to communicate to. And I'm not saying that anybody got physically hurt, and I'm not saying it can't be fixed. I'm just saying, you know, it's like a VD, you know? I'm not, you know, my buddies didn't get to sleep with, you know, P3D, those big titties. But does that mean that they deserve to have to know about it? So anyways, we're at a really wonderful testing point. This is where I think ground is always broken. Like every time I've ever started a business was like in the beginning of like everybody telling me I can't, how stupid it was, you know, and what I can't do, and everybody saying no to you while you just move ahead with your blinders on. That's where this is right now, and it's really incredible to watch. I'm hoping that's where this is. I hope this isn't some sort of suicide mission and there's kamikazes with little red dots on the side of these planes, you know, playing with P3D. I don't know where the red dot came from. I didn't mean to say the Japanese. I mean, there's plenty of suicide bombers of all sorts, so. And those are sick bastards. And that's what I'm hoping I'm not a part of. Because that's one aspect that I had little floating in my head, that I just am fucking hanging with some sick bastards. I just hope they're the kind of sick I was just talking about, not this last part. So I'm back. And those of you that don't understand me, be well. Those of you that like what I do and think I'm contributing in some way, shape, or form, please subscribe. Click the like button, that little bell ding. And thanks again, guys.